Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. How have you guys been? Thanks so much for the love on my last video. I appreciate it. This is your first time here. My name is Adedoyin, and I make videos around relationships, lifestyle, and health as well. We are all aware of what's been going on in the country. Um, Young people are tired of being exploited, being harassed by the people who are meant to be protecting us. This special anti-robbery squad that they call themselves, but we don't even see them when there are robbery cases. All we see them do in the last 4 5 years is go about harassing. I mean, it's not even 5 years. Sorry, as early as when I was in my first or second year in uni, when I was in Ocean State, then I knew that these people had been in menace, but I mean, it wasn't as bad as it is right now. So I'm just going to share my in the light of what's been going on recently, the trends, the protests of NSAS. I just want to share my SARS experience and encourage as many people as possible that are out there that have had experiences with them as well to come out and share their stories. Let's put this all out there. Let's get the world to see this. Let us get, I don't know, let's get something from the people who are supposed to take action about it. Let's get them to take action about it. Let's get them to end this whole SARS bullshit. Let's get them to reform the police in Nigeria, the police system. Let's get them to just find a way to stop this brutality. So this happened. My experience was I had just one experience with them. I've heard several stories that are frightening me. Friends have told me stories and I've been so sad about it. But I had my experience in 2019. So I traveled to Kwara State, the capital, which is Ilorin, to see my husband then. He was there for some things, so I just went there to make a quick visit and had a friend there as well that I wanted to see. So I got to Ilorin. I'd spent the day with my husband, so I wanted to go to my friend's place. It was the evening, or night, say around between 7 and 8 p.m., I guess. It was already dark outside, so we were walking. If you know, I don't know I'm not sure I know the area very well, but I remember the bus stop. But if you're coming from the teaching hospital and you're going towards ShopRite, the mall in Kwara Mall, the turning at which if you're coming straight from teaching hospital, the turning where you take a left towards the mall, yeah, that exact that roundabout, that turning. So they're parked there. So my husband and I were walking. We are just at that round, that turning that will take you straight to Akure Mall. So as we're moving, there was a white car just in front of us. Then we saw we're just walking towards the white car. We're just walking because that was our direction, not like we're walking towards the white car. But we didn't even notice that they were on the other side of the road. So as we're moving, as we're getting closer to the white car, I think they thought that we were the owners of the white car. So maybe they were actually, because it was a fine white car, so maybe they were looking for the owners, trying to extort them or something like that. So they're just waiting on the other side of the road. As we're walking towards it, they're like, oh, we should come here, we should come. I didn't first know what was going on, but I just saw, next thing I saw two people crossing over to meet us. They were guns. So I was just telling my husband, okay, let's just go and meet them. So we crossed to the side of the road that they were. They were like, is that our car? He said, no, the car doesn't belong to us. Oh, where are you going to? What do you do? And I'd heard their stories. I knew that they were most likely to harass guys. I mean, in open daylight, harass as in search them, bundle them into their cars. So me, I was ready for them sort of. So I wasn't going to keep quiet. I was going to talk as much as I could. I was going to use my mouth. So when they asked him, bring out your phone, what do you do? Show us your ID card, what's in your purse, open your purse, all those things, Sha. I was like, they were asking questions, I was answering. As he was answering, I was answering for him as well. They're like, oh, I should go to one corner, I should just gonna stay in one corner. Are they talking to me? And I'm the kind of person that wants to be controlling my husband, this and that. I should just stay in one corner there. And all that other trash. They kept on asking him questions, Sha, and what does he do? He said, to the doctor, where is he going? He's going to this place. And then they just asked random questions, asked him to open his purse. I guess even though now I don't think that doctor he should work anymore, because then funny thing is both of us now have our ID cards on us. So there was no even way to identify that we're doctors, but we just said it by word of mouth. So I guess they were just like, oh, I don't know, they like open your pulse. They even asked me to open my pulse, so I opened it. They didn't really search it. After we said we're doctors, they didn't really probe for that. They were just like, okay, where are you going to? We said we're going somewhere else, so but we felt like we're going to the doctors. There's a doctor's lodge or something like that around just on that road. So we're like, oh, we're going there. So they were like, okay, we can go. And they're now talking to me like, oh, me, I should be careful next time. If they're not talking to me, I should keep quiet. I want to be controlling my that person, I want to be controlling my husband. All those other bullshit that they said, anyways. And I know that the fact that they let us go, that was probably because we're doctors. But I know that's not even valid again nowadays, because I've heard several stories of people say that they were doctors, people who said they were doctors, even some who said they were on duty or going to the hospital or were just coming from the hospital, and they were still like harassed or bundled into their car or exploited somehow. So I think maybe because they were still waiting for that particular person with the white car, that was their main focus. Maybe that was why they didn't even bother us so much. And after all that, they were just like, you can go. But like, my heart was in my mouth. I don't know if that's the right thing. But basically, I was scared to death because these were like, there were like four of them or three of them with guns. It was just two of us. In like all around us there was nobody. There was nobody around. So if they did anything, there was nobody that would have seen us. Yes, occasionally one or two cars will pass by, but for like the 10 minutes that we were with them or so, there was nobody with us there. And yeah, so they let us go and we just kept on walking, and my heart was beating so fast. My husband was scared because he's a very tall and muscular person, as I even was more muscular at that time. So there was a tendency for them to feel like intimidated if he tried to, do too much, and they were gone. So I was just hoping it doesn't, it just should just calm down and just let's talk with them. But thankfully, they told us to leave. So while we were going, we just saw a car driving towards us. And at that point, we were both scared, so we were not even about to interact too much. The car just kept following us, honking, until we eventually turned to look at who was in the car. It was one elderly man. He was like old, that he was on the other side of the road. He drove past rather when those SARS guys were talking to us. He he was watching to see what they were going to do. That if they were trying anything funny, was that he was going to come and meet them and things like that. But so when he saw that they allowed us go, that was why he just wanted to let us know that he was watching and all that, and that really really melted my heart. I was really appreciative because at that point I was just so scared that there was nobody in sight, nobody that could have just helped us or anything like that. And yeah, it makes me glad about the whole protest that is currently going on. Let people go out and stand up for each other. If you go around, I mean, if you're in an area where you see someone who is being who wants to be harassed, gather as much people as you can, gather, come together, and try to stay with that person. Even if you're not, if it's just you, you can just hang around to watch what's going on. Just show support, and let's keep pushing this protest. Let's keep making our voices heard. Let's keep talking. Let's not stop talking. Let them end SARS. Let them end police brutality. People that are meant to protect us can't keep harassing and giving us problems, basically. Like, people that are meant to protect us, and now we're the ones we need protection from. Like, it's not done. So yeah, that's just what I'm going to do this video about. If you have similar stories, kindly share. Make sure to share this video. And if you've not been using your voice, I don't know, however way you can, if it's just by even retweeting people's posts or reposting people's posts, it doesn't have to be, do you understand? But at least do just something. If you can't go out to the protest, if you can donate, fine. If you can't donate, if you can tweet, fine. If you can't tweet, retweet, post on your Instagram or something like that. Just do something every now and then. Let's hope that this is the last time we'll ever have to talk about this, because a solution would come out of this. Thanks so much, guys, for watching, and yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.